Welcome to the English Matura with JB podcast. Imagine a tradition so powerful it can transform a simple blue ribbon into a symbol of achievement, potential, and the final sprint towards success. Today we're exploring a fascinating Hungarian coming-of-age ceremony that's changing how students view their educational journey.
That's such an intriguing concept. Could you walk us through what actually happens during this ceremony?
Well, picture this grand moment. You're a senior in high school dressed in formal attire, and your form teacher approaches with a blue ribbon bearing two significant dates. When you started high school and your anticipated graduation date, it's like holding your entire academic journey in your hands.
That timing seems really intentional. Almost like a psychological trigger, right?
Exactly. It's just like that bell in track and field signaling the final lap. You know, speaking of sports psychology, this reminds me of one of the most remarkable stories about breaking mental barriers.
Oh, you must be thinking about Roger Bannister and the 4-minute mile.
That's exactly what I'm thinking about. In 1954, medical experts were absolutely convinced that running a mile in under 4 minutes would cause catastrophic physical damage. They literally thought your heart would explode.
Well, Bannister certainly proved them wrong, didn't he? Running it in 3 minutes and 59.4 seconds. But you know what's even more fascinating?
The domino effect that followed, just 46 days later, John Landy beat his record. And now, get this, even high school athletes can run sub-4-minute miles. The human body didn't suddenly evolve in the summer of 1954.
So what you're saying is that, like this ribbon ceremony, sometimes we just need that symbolic moment to show us what's possible?
Yes. And it goes even deeper than that. You know, there's this fascinating concept in psychology that William James identified. He found that most people never push hard enough to discover they have a second wind.
That's making me think about how crucial timing must be for this ceremony. When exactly does it happen?
So here's what's brilliant about it. It takes place in February, right when students are hitting that metaphorical wall. Like a marathon runner at mile 20, they're exhausted, motivation is flagging, and graduation seems impossibly far away.
And I imagine having your whole community there must add another layer of significance.
You know, it's like those Olympic relay races. The U.S. women's teams in the 2000s had the fastest individual runners in the world, but they kept losing because of failed baton handoffs. It shows how success isn't just about individual talent. It's about coordination, support, and perfect timing.
That's such a powerful metaphor for education itself.
Exactly. And like any good relay race, this ceremony acknowledges both individual achievement and community support. The formal attire, the traditional dances, the presence of family and teachers, it's all carefully orchestrated to create this perfect moment of transition.
Well, that's really making me think about how we mark important milestones in different cultures.
And here's what's particularly fascinating. This tradition has managed to strike this perfect balance between celebration and responsibility. It's saying, look how far you've come, while simultaneously signaling, now's the time to give it everything you've got.
That kind of balanced message must resonate especially well with teenagers who are right on the cusp of adulthood.
Like that quiet moment before a runner settles into the starting blocks, full of potential and purpose. And you know what? Whether you're in Hungary or anywhere else in the world, we all need these moments that help us gather our strength for life's final laps.
So in the end, it's really about understanding our own potential and the power of community support?
That's exactly it. This ceremony shows us that while the final stretch might be challenging, with the right mindset and support system, we all have that second wind within us. We just need the right moment to discover it. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give it a like. See you next time. Until then, keep pushing forward and remember to finish strong.